it's been a great opportunity to showcase alongside Jewel Rotterdam and Annileke as well. There's lots of pearls and other materials. It's just interesting to see like different processes and how other people approach like the same topic. And obviously we've been able to meet like all the designers that we've been chatting to for months and seen a lot of images of their work. So it's just been a really nice kind of like celebration of jewellery.
Me and Sam both have very conceptual works, and we've exhibited before in Amsterdam or Nijmegen at Gallery Marseille. So being able to come back to the Netherlands, especially here in Rotterdam, which has got such a vibrant community for the arts, is really exciting. And it's been great that Curtain Obsession has let us be a part of their festival, and then working alongside Jewel Rotterdam, who actually have a connection to the place, is really, really inspiring. It's been great to meet everybody.
The set as well is very personal to us. We gathered material inside, so it did bring the concept together. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly because of where we walked from our Airbnb. We saw it and we were like, we'll be back for you later. We'll be coming back. Can you close this down for me, please?
It's kind of like a portable exhibition. It could just be literally taken to different spots.
Yeah.
So that's could be next.
Maybe we should try and fit the tarpaulin in the suitcase back home.
Yes. Back to Glasgow.
Yeah, extra luggage. Have we got scissors? If we make an incision.
So it just needs to be a wee bit just time.
It's literally solid. The theme of the Obsessed Festival is all strings attached, which is kind of about bringing people together after COVID. You know, we've spent a couple of years, we did spend a couple of years in like a lockdown and everything was viewed virtually, so it's quite nice to get back in the real world and see like jewellery like in person and be able to touch and hold things. So just about like bringing the community back together, which has been lovely for us as well, coming from Glasgow and coming to Rotterdam and getting to meet everyone after like months of planning and months of like talking and exchanging ideas.
She straight away said yes. More to the left or?
Paramnesia is like it's not being able to distinguish like what's real, and an example of it is deja vu. So we work with a lot of kind of fake, or I use fake and real gemstones. You like to mimic real objects using different materials. So it's about kind of like perception and viewing objects that might look like something but they actually are made of other things or consist of other materials. We both work with a variety of different materials, whether that's like found objects or man-made, things like we use silver obviously, but then like I use a lot of fake gemstones from heirloom jewellery and precious gemstones. You use amber, which is obviously a natural occurring material. We like to question like what is valuable to people, like why are they drawn to the things that they're drawn to, and we're not very materialistic people. I suppose we find value in maybe smaller things, or rubbish on the street or like shells on the beach, like things that are very sentimental to us for our own specific reasons. So we like to use that in our work. I feel like our work works quite well together, despite it being so different at the same time. Like, because we both do like exploring different using materials in unconventional ways.
So my pieces here, Vision of Beauty, are highlighting perceptions of material preciousness. I chose cigarettes, chewing gum and bottle caps because they're all discarded on the floor and they all have precious materials in them. For example, with the cigarettes, they have the same cellulite plastic found in sunglasses, so you can remelt it and make it into a new material. The chewing gum, which is to look like the dotted ground, is a buffalo bone, and that's also repurposed from materials that were already in the world. Bottle caps also have plastic in them, and I've made my own press form tool to be able to mimic that kind of ridged edge. So there's been enameling, there's a laser decal, and then oxidized for this kind of distressed look. So from there I moved on to carving different minerals. So the next project is working with quartz and different transparent materials. This is to look like a piece of broken glass, and the same technique I used for the bottle caps is being applied, so I'm kind of touching on what I've already done but in a new way.
I gather all my own materials from the west coast of Scotland where I'm from, like a beach close by. So all like the crab heads that you see are actually like real crab shell. So you're kind of faced with the challenge of how do you work with that because it is such a delicate material. I wanted the stones inside to be hidden because sometimes you don't always need to show things. Sometimes it's just nice for the wearer to know. My previous collection was to resemble rock formations with stones, and I wanted to do something similar by having the rock texture inside the shell. Got opals in here as well as gemstones from heirloom jewellery, including a piece from my nan. So really sentimental to me, but it's also quite kitschy looking and quite tacky, the way you've got like the beady eyes with the gemstones.
Okay.
It's been really nice to exhibit alongside Jewel Rotterdam. We've learned a lot about the history of like the City of Pearls, their theme, and it was just lovely to finally meet everyone after such a long time of planning and working virtually. Coming over to Rotterdam, seeing the city, it's been really fun.
Definitely working next to Annileke as well as guests is just such an honour.
Yeah.
Because she's from Rotterdam and we get to learn everything about her work and different conceptions she has, which is what we're both interested in.
I've really enjoyed this weekend, it's been really fun. Got to see Gen Z as well at the new institute, which was phenomenal. Lots of amazing ideas from that. Yeah, let's see what happens next.